Alright guys, Black Ops 3 Zombies Shadows of Evil trailer is here. I'm going to play it in the background and I'm going to tell you some of the things that I've noticed. This is a crazy map. Sit back and enjoy. Talk down in the comments section. Let me know things you noticed and what you think of what we see here. One of the things I noticed, and I'm sure you guys noticed a lot of different guns in the game, but one of the ones I noticed was the Type 100 or something very, very similar to the Type 100, which I'm a huge fan of. I just love the way you hold it, so I'm very excited to see that gun in there. We were also introduced to a character in this trailer known as Shadow Man, I believe. And Shadow Man's sort of a dark and mysterious character. Either he's there to help or to harm the four characters, the four playable characters. I don't believe Shadow Man's going to be a playable character, but we'll have to wait and see if he's actually a big influence on how the game is played or not. Now, although we don't see a pack-a-punch machine, at least I did not, maybe you guys have a keener eye, we do hear the distinct sound of one of the guns that has been pack-a-punch. So we do know that pack-a-punch is back, or at least some sort of form of pack-a-punch is back. Now, at one point, and this is pretty crazy, you guys should have noticed a sword or a dagger being used as a melee weapon, and it was even thrown. So it seems that the sword might have some sort of elemental powers to it, because in one clip we saw it surrounded by fire, and then in the next clip we see somebody ground thrusting it into the ground and gives off sort of an electrical burst. So that's a pretty interesting melee weapon there. I'm interested to know what you guys think about that, because I've always thought they should introduce more melee weapons, like when they brought in the Tomahawk. That was awesome. We all loved it. I think this is going to be pretty cool too. We'll have to wait and see though. Speaking of melee though, the zombie shield is back, and it seems to have an upgrade, just a little bit of an upgrade. It looks like you'll be able to like thrust forward with it with boosters, just plowing your way through hordes of zombies. So that looks like that could be a lot of fun. And I'm sure you could also toss it on your back so we could have a shell on our back again to protect from getting damage from the rear. So that's cool. Glad to see the zombie shield is back. Now, the bubblegum machine, it was hard for me to wrap my head around this one. So there's like a candy machine. And did this actually replace Perca-Colas? I don't think it did. It's highly unlikely, considering they released an edition called the Juggernog Edition, right? So just by that alone, I'm going to say there's still perks on the map somewhere. But it did appear that the gum or candy seems to give you special powers for a limited time. At one point, we see a character change into a mutant of some sort, and he just goes on this no-chill, tentacle-grabbing rampage. And then a short time later, he's just returned to his normal self, and he's kind of left there contemplating what just happened. So he, he obviously got transformed, and I think the gum's going to give you different things. There's different colors. One of the characters say, "Let me try this flavor." So who knows? That seems pretty interesting. Not what I was expecting. Now this is where it all kind of goes crazy. The boss fight. I don't understand what this thing is and what it's doing in a zombie game, but it appears to be like a three-headed mutant creature. And I noticed that its head could be destroyed because one of the heads got like kind of blown up when they were shooting at it. So maybe after all three heads are shot off, it dies. And it also it seems to be able to like spawn flying assists in the form of mutant bugs. So it looks like you'll have some aerial stuff you'll have to worry about, plus his giant behind running around. So hey, boss fights are boss fights. I welcome them all. It seems crazy. Doesn't seem to fit, but we know nothing about the story. This may absolutely fit, so I'm very excited to get my hands on this and give it a try. There's also some sort of crazy sacrifice altar I noticed. We see a human like kind of explode into a bloody mist, and what I think his soul just gets sucked into this altar. So this is crazy. I can't wait to get my hands on it. You know, we're getting closer and closer to November every day that goes by, so I am very interested to know your guys' opinion on what we just watched. So please leave it down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. And as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.